Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel and Facebook page. For this video, this week we're going to have a look at nominalisations. What are nominalisations, I hear you ask, and it's an excellent question. The definition isn't going to help you much because a nominalisation is basically where a noun is acting as a verb. Yep, I told you it's not going to help you. What you really need to do is see this in action. And if you have a look at my videos for units 4 and 5, where I have a look at nominalisations in detail, you'll find out what they are, why they're bad, and how you can avoid them. If you don't want to have a look at my videos, although I recommend that you do, check out Google, type in nominalisations and see what comes up. Ignore all the stuff about academic writing and have a look at all of the criticisms. You'll find that the criticisms are done by writing clubs and by lawyers. In other words, lawyers and people who write for a living don't like nominalisations, and that's the first clue that should tell you why you shouldn't use them. Okay, so why should you avoid nominalisations? In a nutshell, if you want to write in an unclear, in an abstract, in an impersonal way, then use nominalisations. If you want to write a clear, direct, strong message, then avoid nominalisations and use strong verbs instead. Which sounds really simple, doesn't it? Would you prefer to write in a bad way or in a better way? The other way to look at that is, which would your client prefer? Would your client prefer to read a message that he or she can clearly understand? Or would they prefer to read a message which they would have to think about and interpret and possibly get wrong? So that's why this week we're going to have a look at nominalisations. Every single day I'm going to put up a couple of sentences for you to correct. What I'd like you to do is identify the nominalisation and think about how you would correct it. Now, there could be simple corrections. You could take the noun out, put the verb in, and more or less that's it. Or there'll be some sentences which you'll have to think about what the main message is and then redraft the whole thing using different language to communicate that message in a better way. But remember, nouns have dependent prepositions, or some nouns do. The verb forms of those nouns might not share the same dependent prepositions. They will have other prepositions, or they might not have prepositions at all. So you'll have to think very carefully about language structure and check your knowledge of vocabulary. Okay, so that's it. Enjoy the questions for this week, and I'll see you again on Friday where I talk you through my corrections and I'll introduce you to my hierarchy of language. I'm sure you can't wait. See you on Friday.